Welcome back to a new episode of the 30x30 series here in SUALVI. Today's episode number 24. Heck yeah! And we're gonna do a motion graphics title with a sort of lines animations in it. Sort of simple and using mainly the duplicate tool and the paint mask tool. So let's get right into it so I can try to make this one less than 10 minutes long. I'm gonna challenge myself again because I feel that in the last couple videos I let myself go a little bit and the videos became a little bit longer. Okay, so let's go. All this part you already know. We're gonna change the color. So the first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna create a line, and for that we are going to go and have this background, and we're gonna create a mask paint node, and then on this mask paint node we're gonna draw a line, and for that we're gonna go and we're gonna right click and then press show guides, and then we're gonna choose the polyline stroke tool. We're gonna take the softness out of it, so we're gonna choose the second one. And we're gonna simply draw a line using these to make it straight. And just by eye, it seems to be, this one's a little bit shorter, so we're gonna drag it a little bit. And we're gonna use this line to make sure it's straight. I think that's fine. And it doesn't really matter that much. And then we're gonna make it smaller and thinner. We're also gonna change the color of these. All right, so that's basically it. Then the next thing that I had was I had a transform node. So then I used this transform node to like give it a 45-degree angle. And we're gonna move it a little bit like that. I think it's fine. And then we can also just animate it right away. So we're gonna go to frame 10 and we're gonna take this right on out. We're gonna go like 10 frames, and we're gonna make it all the way up. And then gonna go a couple more frames forward. And we're gonna bring this right on back. And then we're gonna go to the spline and we're gonna copy all of these and press F. So then let's see how that looks as of now. There it goes, that's pretty nice. All right, so then the next thing that we're gonna do is we're gonna go here in the transform and we're gonna create a duplicate tool. And this duplicate tool, we're gonna press 4. And then on the angle, we're gonna press 90. Then we're gonna have that square shape type of thing there. And then another thing that we need to do is we can go here. Whoops. We can duplicate here before that too. So then we're gonna move these. And we're gonna have that second layer of lines. And we can simply make it a little bit smaller. Like that. That's a good position, I'd say. All right, and then so then all of them are gonna animate pretty much the same way. And you can also offset the duplicate right here a little bit. So then they're not gonna animate as all in the same speed. And I have just offset them a little bit. So it's gonna have to render and that takes a while. So before that, we're gonna go here, try to find where the animation is right in the middle. And I think it might be like frame 16 or 15, where they like join 18. I think 18 is fine. And there, we're gonna create a new background. Whoop, not there. We're gonna create a new background and we're gonna connect it to this merger, right? What we can do is we're gonna create a new merger on this one right here and there. That's gonna be an easier way to do it. And we're gonna create another mask paint. We can also just copy this one but this one is gonna have the animation in it. For some reason it's acting out. So we're just gonna add a mask paint. And we're gonna draw it using the polyline stroke, using the same method as before. Gonna make it a little bit longer this time. And then what I did was I moved this one. Select it. Yeah, I don't want that. There. And we're gonna create another duplicate tool for these. We're gonna move this duplicate right here. Let's see. That seems to be a good position for that. We're gonna create a text node, and this text node we're gonna connect it to this merger. And we're gonna write our main title. And then we can adjust the size of it. Doesn't really matter. And we're gonna add a mask to our text. And the mask is for animating what we have. Like, I'm gonna show you that animation that we had. So we're gonna go to the frame where started with, which was 18. And for some reason, the first time I did it, this mask was acting out weird. So let's see if this time it doesn't act weird anymore. Let's test this out. So we're gonna create a keyframe here. We're gonna go a couple frames. I'm gonna move it like that. See if they go, yeah, this time is working. The previous time that I did that, I had to create a duplicate mask and a second duplicate mask for some reason. But now it's working, so we don't have to do that all the way, like again. And whoop, that's not what I want to do. We also have to create a transform node right here. Let's move these, and this transform node, we can move these around like that, and we can increase the length of these. And we're gonna use it later on to animate it out also. Whoop, that's not the angle. It was, let's see, Y size. Yeah, there. We're gonna use this one to animate the lines back in later on. Okay, so first of all, we have the animation of the lines going outwards. So we're gonna go back to where those begin. We're gonna make let's see where they end first of all. It ends at 24. So we're gonna go to our mask and end it at 25. And we're gonna use the width right here. And then we're gonna go to the 18. We're gonna make these small. So they both are gonna come from the center, like that. And once that's done, basically the only thing that was left was the closing animation, which was pretty simple. It was basically just a drag in of all of those. So we're gonna go to the transform. We're gonna create a Y size here, keyframe. I'm gonna go like 7 frames, it's fine, and create the closing. And we're gonna do the same thing for the mask that we have. So we're gonna go here at on the height keyframe, create it, then we're gonna go 7 keyframes. I'm gonna make it small so it disappears again. And then we're gonna let it render and see how that looks. We can also go to the spline tool and make sure everything is smoothed out. But be careful, because when you do that, the masking might change its speed. So it might act out really weird in here. So let's see if it didn't. It seems to have gone well, so we're gonna leave it like that. We don't have to make little adjustments on that. Basically, that's it. Then the last thing we're gonna do is we're gonna go to our background. We're gonna change it all the way back to transparent. And we're gonna drag this out here and we're gonna let it render. Let me press play there. Oh, it's lagging. So let's start it from there. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I hope that you like this one. If you did, give a thumbs up, and you can always download the link in the description. I'm gonna put the fusion composition of these, so then you can play around with it. You can change the color, the size, add more little things. And as always, you can comment whatever you like if you like the video. And that's pretty much it. This was episode 24, in which I show you how to make a motion graphics animated title, that style. And I hope that I can see you tomorrow in the next episode of the 30x30 series here in SUALVI.